Hello and welcome back. My name is Corey, and well, you're my rubber ducks for the evening. And this is the series of episodes where we are building Tang, a custom built from scratch programming language. We're making it up as we go, and we're doing it using basic tools, as in an SSH window, well, terminal window, and Vim as our editor, and modernish C++, Flex, Bison, ICU, Google Test, and a really big make file. So what have we been doing in these last few episodes? We have been refactoring the way we handle strings. And just a quick statement about that. Basically, we are trying to, instead of mushing all of our strings together into one big long string, we are keeping it in individual chunks. Why? Because it may very well be that excuse me, sorry, may very well be that they have different levels of trust. And we came up with this, the terminology trusted versus untrusted, and the idea of we need to, basically be able to encode things when they should be encoded, as in encode. I mean escape them, using the HTML escaping. And so we've been building on this idea, and we are almost there. That is, the only thing that we need to do is we need to bring it over into Tang itself. And there's a couple different steps. There's one main step that I want to get done today, and part of that is actually going to serve as a proof of concept for something that I built into the language I don't know how long ago. And it's just been kind of sitting there waiting and waiting for us to exploit it. And that's what we're going to look at doing today. So let's just jump in. What we're going to do is, as usual, on the right hand side of the screen, I'm just going to start this, make clean, and then test watch. There we go. I always say nothing up my sleeves. I haven't pre-prepared anything. That's kind of obvious by now, I think, by some of the mistakes I've made. But it's 100% live coding. That means all my mistakes and everything, and debugging and all that. And sometimes I fast forward if I get stuck on something, and I just talk to you for a very long time, but kind of like I'm doing right now. But let's do this. Let's say, first of all, git log to show the last commit was the end of episode 63. This is episode 64. In binary, that's a great number. So anyway, and what else are we doing? So if I say git status, I haven't changed any files. So we're just going to jump in. And what I want to do, actually starting off, I'm going to open WSL view our docs HTML index. There we go. And it should open up in front of us. And I want to remind you of something that I built a long time ago. And that is in the base class, I wrote an accessor function, getObjectMethods, and it will return a map of some type, or a map of a type to a map, and that map is of a string to a pair, and to a pair of the size t is the number of arguments, and then that we're expecting, and then the native bound function itself that we're going to execute. And the reason is because right now we can't build all of our strings we're assuming are trusted, and we can't build an untrusted string. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of patch in a method of creating an untrusted string into our whatever this is called, into our language. Yeah. So we'll come back to that screen that we were just looking at, and I'm going to start off with just opening up test.cpp. Can we do it all from this one file? At least the first part of what I want to do. We might be able to. So what I'm going to do is, we're down here, and no, I'll at least grab some stuff. trying to get to the bottom. There we go. And we are going to this is going to be untrusted strings. So first of all, we need auto Tang is equal to Tang base. What do I do this? Oh, make shared. I'm just going to grab that. There we go. There. The reason is I know it's shadowing, but I don't care. The goal is I want us to create a function. And the reason I created the Tang base so that it is its own thing is so that we could do things like this. We could modify the object and it doesn't affect others. So it doesn't affect other instances. And so we're going to say auto methods is equal to Tang dot, now that's shared, so I need that. What did I call? Get object methods. And the important part of this is it is returning it by reference, so we can change, and it's not const. That was intentional. So methods, and what we're going to do is then just say methods sub I'm going to open the source for computed expression string. The reason is because we just did this. There, right here. But that's not where it needs to be. Who calls get methods? Get grep methods. Who calls it? Oh, Tang base. Of course. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. I'll leave that open just for a second. Edit. Source. Tang base. There. So this is what I was looking. Well, here, we can do this. There. Methods of that. So that will get the string methods. And then I'm going to say sub. And we're going to call this make untrusted, because this is ours. In fact, I know I won't do this in this format, so I'm just going to put it with an underscore. Make untrusted is equal to something, and it's going to be 0 because we don't want to accept any arguments, and then number 2. There we go. Oh, okay. I just kind of stack them up there. That's the pair. Wait, do I have too many there? It is the name, comma, and then the pair. So it should just be 1. Okay. And normally it would be, okay, let's do something in here now. And what is it going to be? Well, what if I just return args sub, no, target. If I do that, return target, it shouldn't do anything, right? Okay, and now, instead of this is a test, I can say print that, and it should give me a h1 and this is a trusted string. Why? Because we're going to do it again and it's going to be untrusted. Untrusted. And how we're going to do that, we're going to say dot make untrusted. So if this works, big if, the point is that we're showing how we can, once we've got the base class, we can add our own functionality to any arbitrary, whatchamacallit, any arbitrary method, which is kind of cool. If it, like I said, if it works, and then we're showing how we can call it. And so when we call make untrusted, we're thinking it's not going to be the angle brackets, but we're just going to see if it worked. Okay, computer expression string, it doesn't know what that is. Fine. We'll go up to the top and we will pound include a computer expression string. Oh, that should have been included in tang.hpp. So let's look at our include tang.hpp, and I bet we don't have a lot of these. Oh wow, we don't have any of them. And now I bet if we just, for the moment, I'm just going to add string, even though I technically don't have to add computer expression because it would get included, but I want to be explicit about it. Okay, and last thing, what did I do? I said get result, and I don't want get result. I want out. I want the same thing here. Nice to know it didn't compile. I mean, give me a compilation error, though. Oh. So 1947, that's this one. So our make untrusted. Well, now I kind of want to know, how did I do this here? Yeah, you return a garbage collected value, blah, 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 but it's already garbage collected. So this may turn into a video about a completely different thing. Why isn't this working? Because making untrusted did not do anything. We know that the dot length works, and that's this one here. Getting its length, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Huh. See out. Did I leave something obvious enough? No. Is the underscore causing a problem? In which case, that's something we need to fix. No. All right, so just gonna see if the result is an error before it gets executed. Segmentation fault. So I don't think it is. So if I were to say cout p1 dump bytecode, so we've got H1, we've got make untrusted. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this back as an underscore just to make sure that that was... Make untrusted. Which is error function colon unrecognized type. Okay. Function call on unrecognized type. How? Why is the question. This is just for my own sanity. So it did pick up the fact that make untrusted, it has an underscore, so that's not where our problem is. We're peeking 0, which is H1. Peek 1, call the period on it, and then call func with 0 arguments, and then print. Fairly straightforward. All right, so that's not where our problem is. I can get rid of that. And just for the moment, so function call on unrecognized type. Well, that means we're going to up. Okay, so let's edit the program execute. We don't know what to do. Why do we not know what to do? Did I mess up? Well, what I'm thinking is, right here, I just want to check something. Let's say, there, and I do this dot length. It should be, the answer should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Well, a string containing 4. $1955. Oh, it's these, 1955, 1956. All right. So, why did I do this? Well, it is calling it correctly with h1 dot length and p1 execute out. Yeah, when I asked for the length. So even though I kind of monkey patched this, it's still recognizing length, but not make untrusted. That doesn't make any sense. So we need to edit the make file. The reason is, you know, I don't do it in the same window as I have all my other files open because it has issues when I do that. So this is the last one, and we're going to do gtest filter is equal to syntax dot untrusted string. There, that way we'll only run that one and I can do some hacking and it not show me everything else. And I think I'm going to do that. I only want it to run the one. Remove the argument from the stack. Oh wait, this is, it should be computer expression native bound, right? So I can see it easily. Okay, we're not getting there. Oh, wait, no? You know what? We've got function. We're going to, first of all, make sure that we're getting to this place. So we are, yeah, there it is. Here, blah, blah, blah. Huh. Can I do that? I want to know what my type ID is. It's compiling, okay. It's a computer expression error. That's interesting. Okay. Let's just find out what the error is. Member not found. So it didn't find it in the computed expression string. Okay, that explains a lot. So member not found. That's going to be in the period. So if I look at the source for computed expression, member not found. Okay. Well, okay. Well, and just do name. See what that gives me. Make untrusted. So we made it that far. You know what? I want to do this for auto in methods cout I dot first. I think I have to do that. There should be more than one in there. Only length is there. So, is it making a copy and I'm not expecting it to be a copy? Maybe that's the problem. Oop, wrong window. Maybe it's as simple as saying auto ampersand. Yep. Simple as that. The moment I saw that make untrusted wasn't there with length, it's like, yeah, that's what it is. And then, okay, so let's clean up that stuff now. B5. Oh, not there. B6. Did that clean up everything? Or are there more? Are there more? Oh, I still have an H1. Oh yeah, these. So getting the H1, where is that? You know, just start all over and say git diff, tell me where I've changed stuff. Oh, maybe nothing's wrong. So it's saying, so H1 is, am I printing that out? Oh, of course I am, right there. See out, target dump. Yep. Oh, okay, this is, yeah, it's null. That should be null. Yeah, because print didn't have any errors, so it's null. And now all the tests will pass. The problem is the test is wrong. Because since it's untrusted, it should be ampersand less than, and this should be ampersand greater than, not percent. Ampersand. There we go. Whoops. Oh well, I missed another one. I don't know why I typed percent instead of ampersand. I do that quite a bit. Different fingers. Alright, so can we make this be correct? Well, what we need to do is we need to say return garbage collected What I know I'm always start off with, what I want to do is, we're going to say auto copy is equal to target, is it copy or clone? You know what? It's an easy enough way. So garbage collected, we have a method, make copy. Now the question is it always going to make a copy? You see, because I believe make copy, and we can look at this. Garbage collected, and the make copy. No, it calls make copy directly. And if we look, so we can just close that. And then if we call wait, go back to that one. Edit source garbage collected. Make copy. Make copy will return a garbage collected value. That's right. Computer expression string. Make copy. Blah blah blah. And so now if we edit the source computed expression string and look for its make copy, a computed expression, it copies the string. It used the default. So it's going to the problem is it's just going to be a copy of itself, which means it's going to be sharing the at least is that how I wrote it? Yeah, it's using the default copy constructor, which will just have wait, maybe that is safe. Yeah, that will create a copy of everything. Which is a vector of things, and we'll create a copy of those vector of things. But that's fine. And then all that we need to do, we need to have, that's what we need. We need to have a, let's see, our include for computed expression string. And we need to add a function that we can just say, make untrusted. Yeah, right there. And this will be set all of the to untrusted. Not going to do it, not going to return anything, but it will be set untrusted. And it's not const either. So now we need set untrusted. And we got to do something here, right? Yes, we do. And what is that something? For auto ampersand, nearly hit percent again, s in this string parts, s dot set untrusted, which doesn't exist yet, but we're about to do that. Is it giving me any errors yet? What did I write? Oh, yeah. Because we haven't written this yet. So, the include for Unicode string, we're going to have a render ASCII, untrusted. It's not going to return anything. It's just going to be a... All of a sudden I'm being attacked by mobs that got in somehow. Had my doors open for a long time earlier today. Edit the source for Unicode string. Untrusted, and it's going to be, is it type? I think that's what it is. I've slept since I wrote this, so who knows? Well, it didn't give me a compile error, so that's always a plus. So, now, so we've got a set untrusted. We've got this set untrusted, which goes through for all the parts. Are we calling it? So, oh, copy is make copy. And then copy arrow set untrusted, and that'll set everything in it as untrusted, and then return copy. Computed expression. Oh, yeah. So I already know that I'm of a type computed expression string, and so that's what the target is going to be. I think I'll do a static cast to a computed expression string ampersand of target and call make copy. That means copy will be a computed expression. Nope. Okay, I need it. You're saying So let's see what this is doing now. We're just calling, I don't need the static cast here. I just need to call target arrow make copy, and that will return a new computed expression, but I know it's still a string because, in fact, I'm going to put that there. We know that target is a GC string. So copy will be as well. Therefore, it is safe to perform the static cast. There. We can do it that way if it. I say we think it's safe. We're about to find out. Not working? No. I think there's one other thing, and that is when we call print. So this is going to go back to our edit source program execute. When we call print, we should be calling render. So where would we do that? First of all, try to convert it to a string. If it is a string, then oh, no. That is wrong. I mean, this is okay. I'm just in the wrong place. Should be at the end. I think it should be render instead of dump. Oh, do we not have that anymore? Yeah, okay. Computed expression string, then otherwise it's just going to stay blank. All right. So what's it not liking? From garbage collected to of course, I needed an asterisk earlier. Wait. There's a computed expression string call render. Render is never found. Is that a problem? Probably. Unicode string.cpp v6. So we do have a render on that. So how is the string when it's dumped? Yeah, I'm being attacked by a moth. Is it as simple as that? And if I go back to, where was I? Computer expression string. Am I in the wrong file? Yes, I am. All right, and now program execute. So I don't think I needed to make that change. Nothing. You get nothing. So computed expression out, though, is at least calling dump. And if I go to B3 right here, the moth is drawn to my very, very bright lights that I have on me. We're obviously there. So the question is, I'm assuming that the set untrusted worked. So let's go into the Unicode string where I set the untrusted. That's at the very bottom. Oh, wait, when I call render, again, I just want to make sure that I did this right. Yeah, when I call render, so the computer expression string, which should be gathering together everything, out is a string. So for each one of my parts, I call render. Yeah. And the render says, what is my type? Trusted, that, or. So I'm just going to see out Is it going to make me... Yeah. So, in case you're wondering, this is an order of operations things. At least that is without reading any of the error messages. Just what I expect. See? Yeah. I was like, oh, it's a messy error message. I only changed one thing. It must be a template error, usually with the output stream. So it's saying it's trusted. Printing nothing because it's empty, and then printing H1, and it's saying it's trusted. So did I ever set the untrusted? Find that out soon enough. We did set untrusted. So is that not surviving something? We set untrusted. And yet it is trusted when we get to the printing. Where would this be? In my computer expression string, when I am adding together just trying to do a few sanity checks. Seeing was it. That is never getting called. I have a plus equals. I never have a plus though. The plus equals will just take so that's where the H1 comes across. When I call dump, oh, is it because there's only one? Nope. Still, this needed to happen. Um, uh, I know I'm leaving a colon in there, but I may need it in a moment. There's a size 1 and a size 2. Why is it getting called twice? Because main strings will only have one chunk. Okay. Say, Corey, this is kind of a waste. I know. I just want to see each one. I don't care if I'm calling it, if I'm doing the computation more than once. Oh, I had to make untrusted. That's one of them. All right, so I know that when the size is 2, that can go away. This has my attention. Nothing plus h1. So part.render, part is a Unicode string. Am I sure about that? I think so. Should be a Unicode string. And when we call render, well, it should be set. Yeah, it is a Unicode string. Happens to be a trusted Unicode string. when I set no, I am. I just want to see, does it render as of that point? Okay, yes, the set untrusted is working because then I render it immediately after. What I'm wondering is there sort of weird interaction here that I'm not anticipating, so there. Yes, this is intentional. Go through it once, set it untrusted, go through it again, and render it. I should still get, yep, I still got my, so it is changing it. So I'm getting it as of the set untrusted. When do I lose the trusted versus untrusted? So if I think back, as of this point, I'm set it as untrusted, and now if I were to see out here and say target dump, I would expect it to be, yeah. So I'm getting there, and yet I'm losing it. So when I return this copy, what I'm wondering, it's making a copy of it. What if I do that? Or it returns it by reference. Not that that should make a difference, by the way. So in this case, it messed up my compile for computer expression array. Line 198. What I'm wondering, in both these cases, we're doing that. So if I just have, do I have to add? Oh. These throw me off. Give me a second. Lambda syntax. Arrow. That's what I was thinking. I need it for both of them. Both of them, I'm sure. To an R value, how... the fly. So I don't remember if there is a nice way in C++ to convert an R value to an L value other than, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but this fly is killing me. Not a fly, a moth. I mean, I don't want to spend a long time on this. And I see what they're saying with the type, but I don't like that, and I don't like that. Okay, fine. I'll come up with a more elegant solution later. I'm not going to spend a long time at this. 190. This. Oh, it doesn't like that? Okay. I guess that's not where my problem is anyway. And need to go back to macros. And just remove that. Now, so that wasn't where the problem is anyway. So what I'm curious is program execute. So when we have executed the function, not the print, is it function? Or is it call? Because that creates a function. Call func, there we go. This is the one. So computer expression compiled. Nope. Native bound. Yep. That's what we want. And yep, it does. And now I want to see out here and stack back arrow dump. Now this should result in an H1 that is and it's not. So did it lose it when because we know when we called it. You know what? A couple things we can check. Just want to see. Does temp have it, and then when it gets pushed back, it loses it? No, it's not making it through the return. Why? Because at this point, by the way, I'm just going to point out that render, or no, dump, but well, that's fine. Is getting called. Rendering here, rendering H1, here rendering H1, yeah. So why are we losing the value? It makes me think that in our Unicode string class, do we have a constructor string and then the type Okay. I think I know where the problem is. When I'm trying to create a copy of a Unicode string, I thought it was just working. I thought for some reason, maybe I was thinking that we were getting the default constructor. And that is not the case. It was, since I didn't declare the Unicode string with that taking a copy of itself. I didn't declare a copy constructor. What we got was it was converting it to a string and not passing in the type. And so by putting the keyword explicit here, we're basically saying, don't do this automatically. But I kind of wanted it to be done automatically. But maybe then the problem is that I need it is this the best way to solve it? I don't like it. This is messy. I don't think I should write part of the rule of 5 because I would have to write a move constructor and a copy constructor. Maybe I should anyway. Maybe you know what? No, I'm not doing it this way. I don't like that. What I am going to do is Okay. But trusted Unicode string. Param is going to be source, and that is going to be a UTF-8 encoded string. The return is going to be a Unicode string object. And Unicode string, operator standard string, no, that's the other way around. No, I don't like this. That's for going the wrong direction. I don't like this. Don't like any of it. Okay. I'm going back on what I was saying, but I'm simplifying this a little bit. I will say a const Unicode string ampersand source. Well, I do think I need the default one, which would be the empty one. Construct a And the question is, do I need to create a move operator? Potentially. A move constructor, I mean. Not going to do it right now. Right now, I'm just going to see if this solves the problem. There it is. There we go. Unicode string. Let's do... All right. So all of these, yeah, and these are in the test for Unicode string. That's fine. We can fix that. All right, and there we go. So this is... see if that fixes it. Or did I just break everything? So my tests are passing for the Unicode string, but it's not passing for the untrusted. I mean, for this one here. All right, so I'm worried I need to look into perfect forwarding. And then again, I may be just barking up the wrong tree. But if we go back to Unicode string, so number 6. And just say, am I copying a string? That's what I want to know. Cout here bad. Here bad, here bad, here bad. Question is are those those may be legitimate uses. Oh, that's a lot more here bads. I meant to say here good. Okay. And now, in the execute, because I've got this temp, and I'm going to do cout before, cout after, and cout temp dump. Before, and I'm copying this stuff. When I'm doing the here bad, versus the here good. What are these? Here bad, but that must be created anyway. Then here good. Oh, okay. Yeah, make untrusted. When it's created, it's bad, but then it's making a copy of it. And then before, good. I just want to make sure, sanity check. Am I doing... $1960, yeah. I'm expecting it to be untrusted and therefore, you know. I've been at this for like an hour now. All I'm saying, it's bad when I've been doing this so long that I remember what numbers. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I want to do... What do I want to do here? I want to say this arrow type is equal to no, I don't want to do this. What I do want to do is, where is the untrusted? Bad, good, bad, good, bad, good. Before So this is slightly surprising, but I just need to think about it. So what I'm thinking, okay, so when we get to before, in fact, I'm just going to say target arrow dump. It may have to be a star. Oh, no. So before, it's H1. And then I'm setting it to untrusted. And yet I'm losing it. Why? It's going to be something simple because I'm overlooking it. I've thought about all the complex things that could happen. Nope. I meant to do that. Nope, don't even need that. Do you see what I did? Well, I think this is the problem. Look, I make a copy of the target, and then I call set untrusted on the target, and then return the copy. And it passes. 1 hour to find that. Oops. Got a few more C-outs to get rid of. Everything's passing. I still think we needed the explicit copy to move those along, but yeah. Okay. Let's start cleaning up, shall we? I'm afraid of doing something wrong here. Okay, that's C out. That's C out. And by the way, I still need the string parts at 0 render. I did need that. So, found that. There's no more C outs. No C outs. No C outs. I've gotten all the couts there. Didn't I say just a little bit? I guarantee you it's going to be something simple. Here we go. 4. Oh, and I no longer need this temporary. And I've come full circle. Okay. Edit the make file. Go to the bottom, remove. All of that. Make sure all of our tests pass. They do. Really, Control C. There we go. Make clean. Redo the tests while we prepare our commit. Let's see. Got our set untrusted. This is all going to be one big commit. We may look at the perfect forwarding later for the string and for the Unicode string constructor. Is it the Tang print? No, it is the computed expression string to use Unicode string render when dumping contents. Yeah. Too many M's? Well. All that for only 85 lines. Bad thing is, somebody put something in the chat room, and I have no idea how long ago that message was, so I'm sorry. I just saw that. Let's finish up this commit, and I will stop the recording and get it up on YouTube then. Oh, no. We need to update our documentation. Docs PDF. We did add a few more things to Unicode string, for example. Check out our documentation. Classless, it doesn't matter. Unicode string and We should have the set untrusted. Do we need a set trusted? Maybe. But we don't need it yet. Updating docs for episode. What episode number are we on? I always forget. Episode 64. All right, and push it up to Git. It's there. So it's all up there, and around 9,400 lines of code, 3,000 lines of comments. It's growing. So thank you for being patient. It's like I don't even know if I can fast forward through parts because, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, this may just be a long video. We're right at the 2-hour mark. Sorry, that's how programming goes sometimes. You chase it down, and if you recall, I was saying, well, it doesn't make any sense. It's like I said it, and I know it's set to untrusted, and then the very next line, it's like it's not. Why? Because I was setting the wrong variable. That happens. All right. So where does this put us? Well, we now know that we can inject methods into our the main class for our language. So if you wanted to add something to an integer class, so for example, if you wanted to add a special formatting, maybe a scientific formatting, scientific notation formatting to an integer or to a float, you could add that method and take the arguments, and you could just inject it and using C++. That's pretty cool. So we know we can do that. And we know that now I didn't test if we can mix and match them, right? To have a no, I've already finished. I'm not going to go back. But what I would have done is say have a trusted H1, ampersand, and then an untrusted one, and then maybe a trusted one, and then render it and make sure that it maintained those parts. It would have worked. I know it would have. I hope. But yeah. So next we want to, I think, look at having. We've got the big idea of we need to be able to, again, this is this programming language that we're writing is for the purpose of sorry, just stopped to think. Maybe I should put a message in Twitch. That way somebody, if they pop in, they'll have a better idea of what's going on. I'll do that next time maybe. But anyway, all right, so what was I saying? This is the idea of being able to render templates. But we need to be able to provide template variables of some sort. And if you think, for example, if there's an HTTP request and it comes in and a user is there or not. That is either populated or not. That is, it's an anonymous user or it's a logged in user, and there are environmental variables maybe that you need to be able to pull out. You don't want to render everything, but rather you want to have a whole bunch of functions that you say, if they ask for this piece of information, I can create a computed expression, a garbage collected value of some sort. And we don't have any way of supporting that yet. So we need bare native functions and the ability to be able to pass some sort of context into the execution. So it's not just execute by itself with no context, but we need to be able to pass some sort of context object in that can then be given to one of these raw functions, and it could then generate something for us. So for example, if I ask for the user's name, and this should be able to generate that, but you don't want to generate stuff ahead of time, so that's why I'm taking this approach. And we don't have any of that functionality yet. I think that's what we're going to do, and we're going to use some C++ 17 stuff. I think specifically the ANY, A-N-Y, the ANY operator. Not operator, type, as opposed to variant. Yeah, that's the goal. And we'll be looking at that a little more. But for right now, we've gotten a huge amount done, and I'm very happy with where we are. And I just wish we were further, but oh well, that's how it goes sometimes. Having said all of that, I think it's time for me to turn off the recording and go to bed. As always, thank you for joining me. And well, even though this one is a little longer and maybe tedious for you, for me, for all of us, I hope it's still somewhat beneficial to you in some way. So thank you. Have a great night, and bye.